Hello guys and welcome to my new video. Is Lorcana pay to win? We are answering this question today. Have fun, let's go. With the most recent sets, cards like Maui Half Shark, Tamatoa Happiest Clam and now Dumbo has been released. What they all have in common, they're legendary cards and they're the chase legendary from their respective sets. So they're like the card everyone wants to have, everyone needs in the decks to win games. All of these cards sell for more than 50 or 60 euros on European single card market. At the time of recording this video, Dumbo goes for almost 80 euros per card. So you have to consider 250 to more than 300 euros for a playset of a single card. Is it worth it? Do you really need to invest so much money to be competitive in a trading card game? Let's have a look at lower rarity cards. We have Doc, the 5-cost Elsa. We have Genie and we have the super rare Daisy, for example. They all sold for 15 or even 25 euros at their spike. And everyone wanted to compete or win games and tournaments, for example set championships, had to have these cards. And nothing has changed since they have been released, because almost every steel deck has Doc in the deck, every amber deck runs 4 copies of Daisy, and every purple deck of course has 4 copies of Genie, which is 100 euros for a playset. So imagine you run a purple deck with Genies, with Dumbos, and combine it with steel. You run Docs in it as well, Calhoons, and then you have a deck worth over 500, close to 600 euros. And I'm raising the question, is Lorcana or has Lorcana become pay to win? And is it still fun for casual players going into the store week by week just to get crushed by, let's say, try-hard players, competitive players, meta players or pro players with the best cards in the deck just because they have the financial source available at all time and can afford the cards they need for the deck no matter the price. And not everyone has the financial source available to buy those cards every couple months just to be competitive. Before I answer the question if Lorcana is paid to win, from my point of view, we have to clarify what does pay to win actually means. In terms of computer games, pay to win means you swipe your credit card, invest some amount of money to get better gear, better abilities, better characters, or just have more in-game currency available to buy this stuff and have an advantage over players just playing casual or free to play. In a TCG like Lorcana is one, you have to differ between casual players. They play with more fun decks, more easy build decks, cheaper decks. They go into the store just to be in a store, enjoy the community, enjoy playing the card game, and that's it. And then you have the meta players, the pro players or the competitive players. Let's call it that way. And what they all have in common, they want to win games, they want to win tournaments, and they want to win set championships. And if you look at the most recent winning deck lists of set championships, they all were, or most of them were meta decks with the best cards. So answering the question if Lorcana is paid to win, I have to say yes and no. Because you can still be a good player not having the best cards available. And I'd consider myself as a competitive player, but I don't have unlimited financial sources available to buy 300 or more euros for a playset of a single card just to have the best deck. That's not me, and I probably would never do that, even though in the past I bought 2 Maui Sharks or I bought a Tamatoa for a certain amount of money just to have a full playset. And I also have to say no. Lorcana is not pay to win because you can still enjoy the game without playing a top 3 meta deck with the best cards in it and invest a lot of money just to have the best deck. You can still build decks with around 100 or 150 euros and win games and have fun and go to your local set championship and make it to top 8 to get one of the promo cards. I understand that getting beaten up by competitive players with meta decks and the best cards available week by week in your local game store leads to frustration, and on the long term maybe leads to you quitting the game. But you can still compete and have fun and play your deck even though you can't afford the playset of the most recent Chase Legendary card, which is above 300 euros for a playset, which is ridiculous, to be honest, for cardboard. So what can you do if you want to enjoy Lorcana even more and test out these meta cards and the meta decks, but can't afford them right now? I have a couple ideas I want to present you, so even casual players or players they don't want to invest so much money in the game can enjoy the game and play meta decks. For example, you can try out playing online. There are two well-known online clients. There's Inktable, for example, where you play against an artificial intelligence, and you can try out your new decks, you can try out playlines, play against an AI opponent, and get an idea how those new cards, new decks work. And you can also play on an online client. We are not supposed to talk about Voldemort, where you can play against other players worldwide. You can test your new deck ideas. You can play all the meta cards you want. You can play all the meta decks 24 hours a day against players around the world, good and bad players. And you can still have fun, because you can play best of one games, you can quickly change cards in your deck and test your new ideas. I will link both of those online clients in the video description below, so you can check them out for yourself if you don't know them yet. What else can you do? You can print out proxies. For example, I play a lot at home. I try to build a couple decks every set, and I play at home because my girlfriend and we test the decks, we play against each other, but we don't have every card available, and sometimes you need the same card in both decks, so I print out proxies. There's a good website where you can do that, Lorcana. I will link it in the video description below. You can print every card available in Lorcana, sleeve it up, and use it in your gameplay at home. Those are two ideas to test new deck ideas in a more casual way or private way. So you don't need to go out in public and just test your deck ideas with proxies or in an online client. We're still waiting for an official online client for Disney Lorcana, but maybe we will get some in the near or far future. I don't know. What else can you do? You could ask in your local game store if you could use proxy cards in the weekly local league. They will probably say no, because understandable, they want to sell the cards, they want to sell product, so people have to buy them so they can use it for gameplay. But still, you can ask, of course, and if they don't allow it, no worries. You can still build a deck for yourself which is budget friendly and still on a good level, and you can still win games and have fun. In a talk with my girlfriend recently, an idea came up. I understand that TCG stores want to sell the products or want to sell their cards, but some could lend their cards to players for going on to a big tournament or even weekly league. So you pay a small amount of money, rent the cards, play them and return them back, and then you get like half of the fee back. So the store earns a little bit of lending money or renting money for the meta cards, and you as a casual player can try them out. Is this deck for me? Are those cards for me, and do I really need them? This would be a good idea for your local game store. You can propose it to have like a renting system for meta cards for players who can't afford paying 300 or more euros or dollars for the meta card you can play in the meta decks. And last but not least, in my experience, the Lorcana community has been very helpful and friendly. So if you happen to play in a store with a lot of players, made some friends over time, you could ask the good players having those cards available to lend you the cards for an evening or for a set championship, for example. Because then you can get the hands on the card and you can try out the meta deck and see if you like it or if you stick with your casual build or like non-meta deck and just accept the fact that you don't have the best cards available because the price is going through the roof and you just don't want to invest so much money for a playset of a single card. To sum it up, after all, I think Lorcana is a great and fun game and should be available to everyone. You as a player have to decide which road you want to go. Do I want to be the casual player or the highly competitive player? If you go into the casual direction, it's okay to not have the best deck, not to have the best cards available. If you want to compete on a high level, go to DLC, win games, win tournaments, and compete for the world champion, for example, you have to invest at some point. But overall, I think it's important to support your community, to support your local game store. So buy some product. Buy 1, 2, or even more booster boxes each set so they can go on, offer weekly league, offer gameplay, offer tournaments, and whatever. As for me, I accept the fact that I didn't have enough luck to pull a playset of Dumbos out of my booster boxes, and I won't play a Dumbo deck this set because I don't want to invest 300 euros for a playset for one single card, and I will find a way to build a deck, competitive enough to compete with all those Dumbo decks, even though it's a bonkers broken card and by far the best card in this set. I won't buy it at this price because it's just ridiculous. I wonder what's your opinion on this topic is. Let me know in the comment section. Do you think Lorcana is paid to win, or just people with lots of money available can play the best decks? Or do you have a chance without paying so much money for the best card to play the best deck? Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm really curious to read from you and happy to have you on my channel. For all those people competing on a casual level, I will focus on some casual decks without the meta card Dumbo in the next couple weeks leading up to the set championships. And for all the new people on my channel, I'm always happy that you're here, that you found my channel. So if you like the video or if you like the videos on my channel, hit subscribe, leave a like, and welcome to Flokki's world. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Flokki.